Oh, I'm gonna. Hmm. Ah. Hello, my weebs and gamers. How are we doing today? How are we doing today? Good evening here from Japan. I am drinking all three right now. Not gonna lie, I've had a few drinks. All right. I've had a few drinks, and I have an early morning tomorrow. So I'm gonna tell you right now, this isn't gonna be a long stream. But I have just come home from the Crunchyroll Anime Awards and I just hit the start stream button. I just hit the start stream button. What could possibly go wrong? But yes, I started streaming, and I know this isn't going to be a long stream, but I just had to go live. I just had to go live. What can I say? What can I say? So, I have just gotten home from the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I think this is one of the first years that I wasn't live streaming in the awards. And that was because I was a part of the awards this year. So, don't know if you caught the live stream. Maybe you have. Maybe you're coming into this fresh. But for anyone who is unaware, the Crunchyroll Anime Awards happened today, literally just a few hours ago. The show just finished, and behind the scenes, fantastic show, fantastic job. Personally, I had a great time. I had a fucking amazing experience, and I saw that Mouse was co-streaming this time. She did fantastic, but I knew that if I didn't go live right now, I wouldn't be able to get my thoughts out about the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. So I just thought, fuck it. Why not? Why not? Why not do a late night stream? Going through the night and going through all of the winners and all of the things that happened in the awards. No, think about your career. No, don't worry. Don't worry. We're not molding today. We're molding today. Let's go. No, we're not molding today, okay? We're no molding today. I don't have the energy to mold. You guys can mold. You guys can mold. But we are not molding. We are simply going to unpack everything that we have just witnessed in this night. So congratulations to all the winners. Commiserations to everyone who didn't win an award this year. This previous year was absolutely stacked with anime, as I have already said in my previous stream where I went through what my choice and what my votes for each winner of each category was. But before we go through all of the winners, because actually, you guys might not know this, I don't even know all of the winners that won today. Because unlike when I get to watch the stream, when I'm actually there at the awards, there isn't really a live broadcast of the pre-show. So I obviously know everything that won in the main show. But in the pre-show, I only know what I announced. I only know what I announced, the winners that I announced. So I have no idea what other anime won in any of the other awards that weren't announced on the main show. What were you announcing? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We will definitely get to that. But like I said, before we get to all the winners and before I go through all the different categories, I just wanted to talk about some of my experience of what happened tonight. First off, I don't know how grand this award show looks on camera. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but holy shit. Behind the scenes, I do not know. I do not want to know how much money they have they spent to host these awards. And this is the third year in a row that they have hosted these awards. They basically booked out an entire fucking floor in this very, very expensive hotel. And there were just an army of people behind the scenes. Like, I think this is like a convention level, like a whole like convention level experience of like how many people are working behind the scenes to make it happen. First thing that happens when I pull up. So actually, we had rehearsals yesterday, right? First thing that happens when we pull up, so Crunchyroll were kind enough to send me a private taxi, which is which is something I'm not used to. I'm like, wait, I don't have to take the fucking train there? I go into the back entrance, and it's like a scene from The Sopranos. Like, I'm going through this back entrance, past all the kitchen, past like all the back rooms of this hotel, just so they can get me to the makeup and green room area. It was like, oh, this is definitely a weird experience. Oh, it's that Sony money? Oh, it's definitely that Sony money. The translators were disappointing. Here's the thing. I could have listened to the live translations. On every single table, they had an earpiece. It was like a meeting at the UN or something. So in the main awards, they give every table an earpiece where you can live listen to the translation of both English to Japanese and Japanese to English. So I was like, damn. I had my manager with me, or I should say, I just had a Geeks Plus representative with me, and we could not believe just the production values, because we were talking and we were like, I don't think there's an event of this level even on like the Japanese side of things. When on the Japanese side of things, when they make like an award show or when they make an event like this, it is so much on a smaller scale, man. And then with the live performances as well, which were, oh my god, which were fantastic. I don't even know where to start. So let me start with rehearsals yesterday. We had rehearsals yesterday, so we had to go through everything that we were doing, that's of the awards that I was going to present. Obviously, I didn't get a spoiler, so I haven't seen what I was like on camera, but I turned up to rehearsals and we rehearsed the segments, and I didn't realize I had a problem where I was actually yapping too much. So I don't know what the final result was on camera. I don't know how it was like for you guys, but they were like, yeah, can we keep the answers a little bit shorter? We kind of need to, like, we got a whole show. We don't want too much banter. Come on, wrap it up, quick fire answers. And I was just like, on camera on the day today when we eventually did the broadcast, I was like, damn, I don't know if you guys think this, but I feel like a robot right now. I was like, okay, just quick answers. Shit. How on earth am I meant to give quick answers for these? Second thing, I was shitting my pants about as well. If you guys have ever seen my live streams, especially my anime chart live streams, you know that reading is sometimes not my strong point. And I was shitting myself, being like, I am going to fuck up reading this teleprompter. I am definitely going to fuck up reading this teleprompter. And luckily, I did not. But I was like, holy shit, gone. Just lock in. When I was reading the teleprompter, I don't know if I read it in like the usual Giguk voice, or if I was just like, and presenting this next category, it is we all love new anime, and these best new animes have what define the year. I don't even know what I said, to be fair. Didn't you work in the BBC? I worked in the BBC on the back end. Whenever I said it, whenever people say, "Oh, didn't you work in the BBC?" I wasn't on camera. I was part of the tech team, man. I was part of the tech team. It was like super professional YouTube opening voice. Okay, that's good. That is good. I just wanted to double check that. But yeah, obviously we did the segment. I did my segment with Mouse, and Mouse told me afterwards because she had to call me Giguk. And she was like, this is super fucking awkward and super fucking weird that I have to call you Giguk. And I was like, yeah. Dude, when she was like, oh, thank you very much, Giguk. And I was like, oh, yes, Mrs. Iron Mouse, thank you very much to you too. Your suit looked really good. Oh, thank God. I basically wore the very, very first, the one of the only JoJo suits that Connor doesn't own. And I remember even with the interview with Iron Mouse, we were just yapping way too much. With the segment in Iron Mouse during rehearsals, we actually had to like, they actually had to tell me, can you just keep it to one-word answers, please? And I was like, but I wanna banter with my friend. Can I not banter with Mouse, please? Please, Mrs. Iron Mouse. What is? Oh man, did your mum watch the TV? I don't know if my mum was watching, but I know Sydney was watching, and I got some very, very nice messages from Sydney as well. Yeah, behind the scenes, it was an absolutely fantastic experience. Got to meet some people as well. Got to meet some of the other, obviously, actual celebrities that got invited there. I also got to meet Jun Fukuyama as well, which was a fucking surreal ass experience. He wasn't even part of the public guest list, but we were doing our rounds, just saying hello to people we know in the industry. Obviously, we went to the Katakawa table, and the Konosuba team happened to be there. Konosuba team happened to be there, and it's so surreal because this is the one time where it's like you like the whole fucking industry is there, and got to say hello to Jun Fukuyama. If you didn't know, is, oh my god, my brain is not braining right now. I was gonna say Kazuya, and I was like, no, it's Kazuma. Obviously, the voice of Lelouch, but in this case, since the Konosuba team was there, he was representing he was repping Kazuma, basically. I told him I was basically a foreign YouTuber just covering the event, and then I hear a voice behind me, and I hear a voice behind me, and I'm like, that voice sounds so familiar, but I kind of just like brush it off as like, it's probably some deja vu or something. And then I didn't realize until going back to my table that the voice I heard, because she came to accept an award, was Kana Hanazawa. The Demon Slayer table, I didn't realize was just right there as well. I was like, no fucking way. She was right there. Oh my god, ain't no way. Oh man. Yeah, that was also a surreal experience. Just seeing her on stage as well, and knowing like, oh my god, I could have turned around and I could have seen her. But yeah, it was so weird seeing so many people I obviously idolized and got me into anime, and just every single table was completely stacked with some people I know, some people I didn't know. It was just so surreal seeing basically the whole industry, some representative from the whole industry, basically at this one event. Probably the most awkward part of the event for me was they had an orange carpet. Kazuma is Jun Fukushima. Shit, did I fuck up? No, this is okay, I fucked up. Oh shit, I fucked up. No, fake weave. No, okay. My apologies. It's over. It's so over. Oh, it's so over. Fuck. Oh, fuck. No. Okay. We can bring this back. I'm a fake weeb, fake fan. Yes, I know. Shit. Never let me into any one of these places again. Oh man. Oh, okay. My bad. That's my bad. I will be writing my apology letter now, guys. But anyway, I had to do the orange carpet experience. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't know how to pose for cameras, man. It was this weird experience where I assumed, so, you know, if it's the orange carpet in the Crunchyroll Awards is very similar to, let's say, the red carpet, right? In any kind of like movie premiere or anything like that. And I get the instruction. I go out and I expect that, you know, when people arrive, we just come in whenever, take some photos, and it's a group coming in at the same time. I didn't know that we basically had to go one at a time. So I go to the carpet and I look around, empty. Absolutely empty. No one else is standing on the carpet, and there is just a army of photographers. There is just an army of photographers that I have to walk past. And anyone who knows me privately knows that I am possibly the most unphotogenic person to ever exist. And they expect me to walk on the carpet, and then there are just like 10 million cameras in front of you. I have to do some pose. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what pose to do. I just like awkwardly pose. I awkwardly pose, and there's a camera there. There's a camera there. I don't know which camera to look at. JoJo pose. I wish I had enough confidence to JoJo pose, man. I wish I could be that guy. But I stand in the place for too long, have to move over. There's 3 points where you have to take pictures. And no, there's 2 points where you have to take pictures and 1 where you have to take a video. And I'm like, these people don't know who I am. They're here for the fucking real celebrities. I think I was the only YouTuber that was actually there. Like, be me, right? I'm following like fucking real artists and real actors and actresses going on the carpet, getting a million photos, being asked a million questions via press, and then there's just me. Hello, hi, YouTuber desu. Hi, JoJo suit. And I don't know if you saw some of like the fucking extravagant fucking dresses that some of these people were wearing, which looked absolutely fantastic. And then just me in a JoJo suit walking down this carpet to an army of cameras, just trying to awkwardly pose. Like, I was definitely the side character on this day, okay? I was not even the side character. I was that person in the crowd that somehow got one speaking line in the anime. That's it. I wish there was at least one other YouTuber, one other streamer, one other something there, but no, it was just me. It was just me this time. NPC moment. Yep. And then I walked down, and they expect you to and then I had to walk past the press line as well, where you get interviewed, and I'm like, like half of them were like just Japanese presses. One of the only people that stopped me was, shout out to the Japan Times, who has already covered us, who have already covered Trash Taste. Already covered Trash Taste and already covered us before. So thank you very much, Japan Times, for asking me for an interview, because I knew that the Japanese press just did not know who the fuck I was. They were like, yeah, I know this guy. This guy is definitely lost. That guy is definitely lost. Who? Oh, it felt so bad. I felt so bad because the person in front of me was like, yeah, it's a Gigaku. So when you walk past the press, they have your name on like a sign. They have your name on a sign, and the person in front of me was like, Gigaku-san. And I could see the blank fucking stare from like all of the Japanese magazines and all of the Japanese press being like, who is this man? Whomst invited this man? And there's me trying to like be like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm literally following, I think, I don't even know who I was following. Probably fucking Lisa or something, knowing my luck. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I don't expect any of my interviews to actually be used in any of the press releases that anyone made, because I'm just a fucking YouTuber. God, if I met Lisa, I would freak out. Unfortunately, I didn't get to meet Lisa or any of the performers that performed on stage. I think they were probably in a different area getting ready to perform. So that's not really surprising, but I did get to see them live. Luckily, I did run into Sally Amaki in the green room, and she came out in this huge orange dress, which apparently took a month to make. And I was like, yo, Sally, you're fucking killing it once again, man. Sally killed it once again. What an amazing host. And she looked amazing in her orange dress as well. And yeah, it was honestly just good to catch up with Sally. I definitely felt like out of my depth in this award show, and just getting to see Sally was like, oh, finally, Sally, someone who gets what I'm going through right now. I'm like, oh, are you nervous? And of course, Sally told me she was nervous, but as per usual, she still just locked in and killed it anyway. But yeah. Aside from after I did all my interviews and my entire segments, I got to sit down and enjoy the award show. The biggest surprise of the night, obviously I knew who was performing. The biggest surprise of the night was seeing Flow, and I was like, okay, Flow's coming on. It's the Code Geass opening. It's got to be the Code Geass opening. Absolutely no way it's anything but the Code Geass opening. And then they bring out the Eureka 7 opening. I'm like, holy shit. No fucking way. Oh, the absolute rush of nostalgia that I got, man. Eureka 7? Yes, I know, man. I know. My fucking god. They could have done Naruto. They could have done Code Geass. But no, they did Eureka 7, and holy shit. That just took me back, man. That just took me back. Obviously, Creepy Nuts was amazing opening up the show. I'm a bit sad that I didn't get to hear the Dan Da Dan opening. I was hoping they would do something similar to Lisa, where Lisa just went through like the greatest hit combo, and my god, the noise, the like, it's a Japanese crowd, right? It's a Japanese crowd, and it's a Japanese crowd full of people in the anime industry, very professional, very much a more reserved crowd than you would get at any other kind of performance. But goddamn, man, when the Demon Slayer song came on, it was like it was the only time I heard like cheers from the crowd. They were like, "No way, yo, it's Japan's second national anthem. It's the anthem of every konbini, every supermarket, every place you go to in Japan. The fucking konbini song. Let's go." Oh man. Yeah, so I mean, the most hype I got apart from Eureka 7, like honestly guys, just seeing the SAO song live, amazing fucking experience. Just hearing those first few notes, I'm like, goddamn, this hits hard, man. This hits so goddamn hard. But yeah, they gave us a very, very fancy dinner. Gave us a very, very fancy dinner, and had some wines to enjoy the show. Because I didn't plan to stream today, but I got a little bit merry. And then after experiencing the awards firsthand, I was like, fuck it. I gotta go live and talk about this. So, like I said, we are going to be covering the Anime Awards and the winners of the Anime Awards. As I said, anything that got announced in the pre-show, aside from what I announced, I do not actually know the winners of. So about half of this is going to be a surprise for me. And I will talk about what happened when I announced the winners. So, we're starting things off in reverse order, ending on Anime of the Year. Starting things off with Best Japanese Voice Performance! Let's go! Let's go! Aoi Yuki. Oh my god. Oh, Apothecary Diaries won something. Oh my god. I was so scared that Apothecary Diaries was not going to win anything. Okay. Absolutely deserved. Mao Mao was not only one of the standout performances of the year, but also one of the standout characters of the year. And I think that her performance as Mao Mao, this is just how stacked it is, right? For 90% of the categories, I would have been completely happy with so many of these nominees, right? But I am very, very happy that Aoi Yuki won for Apothecary Diaries. Not too much to say about that. Just celebrations all around. Congratulations to Apothecary Diaries and Aoi Yuki. Next up, we get to Best Ending Sequence. Solo Leveling, which I guess was the first indicator of what the theme of the night was going to be. So I don't even remember the ending. Let me see what was the ending again. What was the ending again, chat? Hold on, let me check the ending. Request. I do think the second ending for season 2 was, I mean, second ending for season 2 is definitely fucking hype. Definitely hype. This one, I don't really remember. I never skipped the ending of season 2, even though it was on Netflix, because I watched Solo Leveling on Netflix. And this one, I kind of just let it run. I kind of just let it run on to the next episode. So I don't have too much to say about the ending. I will fully admit it. I'm a dirty ED skipper 99% of the time, guys. 99% of the time, I'm a dirty ED skipper. So don't have too many opinions of the ending. I'll let you guys decide if this deserved to win best ending. I'm going to guess you guys think that this did not deserve to win best ending. Out of the ones that I remember from last year, it would be Ranma 1/2, obviously Oshinoko season 2. I remember the Kaiju number 8 ending because that was done by One Republic, and obviously Dandadan. Shit. Because that was done by Zutomayo. Shit. Okay. Maybe these two are the only ones I don't actually remember. Okay. All right. I guess the next one is best ending though. Kamakura Star was fun. I have a feeling I watched this one on one of my streams and it was kind of a bop, right? Next up, we have best opening. Okay, this one deserved. This is not surprising either. I am happy. This was the one that I did vote for. And I knew that Creepy Nuts was going to win this year. It wasn't a question of if Creepy Nuts would win. It was a question of which Creepy Nuts opening was going to win. And I do think that Dandadan is the one that I prefer more. Very much vibe with it more. It has such a unique energy. The opening itself is just, I don't know, it so perfectly encapsulates the feeling, the quirky energy of Dandadan, so much so that there is absolutely no way the second opening is going to live up to this first opening of Dandadan. This might age poorly because I haven't seen the second opening yet. Might age super poorly because I don't know if it's already been released. But I'm saying this right now. This opening is the perfect opening for Dandadan. You know, you might prefer other songs or, you know, other artists or whatever, but for a song and for an opening that so perfectly represents the show, this is it. And I can't imagine any other opening, any other song that could represent Dandadan as well as this one. So I think this is definitely very, very much deserved. Congratulations, Creepy Nuts, for that. All right. Next up. Best score, Solo Leveling. Once again. And this is going to be the trend for this. Okay, here's going to be the prevailing trend of this, where I do not think. Okay, I just want to clear this up right now. I want to clear this up because I've seen a few people that think that I hate Solo Leveling. That I'm just like a professional hater of Solo Leveling. You do? There is a difference between being a hater, right? And just calling out that I think that there are some aspects that are overhyped about a show. Because I don't know if you know this, but I like Solo Leveling. I like Solo Leveling for what it is. All right? It does what it tries to do exceedingly well. And it is an entertaining show. I cannot deny that. It is a great fucking action show. It is great entertainment. And if you are looking for hype, action, and aura, and just fun, this is it. This is about as good as that genre can get. Having said that, anime is more than just that to me, right? Anime is more than just that. And it is not that I dislike Solo Leveling, or it is not that I dislike Solo Leveling. It is more so that its competition, in my opinion, is just far stronger. And that is literally it, right? I don't think Solo Leveling has a bad score. In fact, I am not surprised. It is Hiroyuki Sawano. And if there's one thing that Hiroyuki Sawano does, and does exceedingly well, it is hype. It is bring the hype, which is exactly what you need to do for Solo Leveling. But goddamn, the competition, man, the competition that it had to compete with this year, I just think the competition was just that much stronger. Because my God, especially the work that Evan Cole did on Frieren Beyond Journey's End was holy shit. It was from another world, man. I've heard that it took him like fucking years to make this soundtrack, and I believe that, because I just think that OST was just something special. So every so often you hear an OST and you hear a work that you just think that reminds you of what something truly spectacular is. And I think Evan Cole's work on Frieren Beyond Journey's End absolutely achieved that. Obviously there are other nominations that I am very, very much a fan of. I loved the OST of Look Back. Oh my God. Never fails to bring a tear to my eye. Obviously with Dan to Dan as well. Kensuke Ushio is one of my favorite composers as well. But in this case, I don't like... What I see here is Hiroyuki Sawano doing exactly what he's well known for. Oh my God, thank you very much, Rob, for the raid. Hello, Raiders. Hello, we are currently going through the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Hello. You gotta understand, the whole world was tuned into Solo Leveling. I do understand. I do understand that, and I guess I will get to that in my ending thoughts of this, but I am very, very, very sad that Frieren didn't win Best OST, because I think that I just think that this was one of the best OSTs I've heard in such a long time. It didn't. Yes. Hello, Raiders. You've joined at Best Score. We are going through every single award. Which brings us to the next point. Best Anime Song. Otonoke, Creepy Nuts again. The year of Creepy Nuts. Not surprised about this. Again, this is very, very similar to the anime opening one, so I won't harp on too long for this one. But yeah, I am just very, very happy that Creepy Nuts is getting the recognition. And they completely blew up this year. If last year was Yuasabi's year, this year was most definitely Creepy Nuts' year. And even on some of their weakest songs, in my opinion, are still fucking bops, are still bangers. just hope I really, really hope that they return for Call of the Night Season 2, because that still has some of my favorite CreepyNuts tracks in there. Next up, must protect at all costs characters. I mean, of course, it's Anya. Of course. Just call this the Anya Award, all right? No surprise here. Senshi robbed now. It's the Anya Award. It is most definitely the Anya Award. Look, we might have some other characters, but I mean, Senshi, yes, okay, but at the end of the day, I think Senshi did a lot of the solo carrying in his entourage right there. Frieren doesn't need protecting. We need protection from her. The only one that I could really see competing against this is probably Yuki, maybe. She definitely needs protecting. Hojo would just run away from everything. And Okarun doesn't need protecting. He's got his own superpowers. It's the Anya Award, all right? It's always going to be the Anya Award until there is a Spy Family season that is not airing that year. I'm very, very interested to see what the next year's nominees are going to be. Because I don't believe Spy Family has aired this year. So it's next year definitely will not have Anya in it. There will finally be some competition. It isn't fall? Oh, okay. Well, okay. I take my words back. It is still going to be the Anya Awards. Right. Best supporting character, Fern. Wow. Fern beat out Himmel. No way. Yo, she beat the Giga Chad himself. We take it. Himmel loses. Himmel graciously gives the award to Fern. I mean, again, no complaints here. I don't think I'm looking at this, right? I'm looking at this and looking at all the nominees. I don't actually think I would be disappointed if any of these nominees won. Like, I mean, I'm very happy Fern won, but if any of these nominees won, I would be like, cool, that's cool. Maybe only Turbo Granny, that's pretty much it. But even then, if any of these won, I'd be like, all right, you know what? Not surprising. I'll take that because every one of these nominees deserves the recognition because every one of them were amazing in their respective shows. And it was really, really hard to pick for this one. So there, in my opinion, there were no losers here. We're just happy. We're happy whoever wins this one. Fern is kind of a main character now. I mean, you can argue that, but also, what even is a supporting character? It is called Frieren after all. It is called Frieren. Therefore, Fern is a supporting character by default. Everyone is a supporting character compared to Frieren. If Fern was the main character, it would be called Fern Beyond Journey's End, wouldn't it? Exactly. There. Take that, chatter. Next up, we have the award that I announced. Guys, we stay positive here, guys. We stay positive. Did you not see how positive I was on stream. Did you not see that? You know, I was smiling. I was smiling, guys. Did you not see how big of a smile that I had on stream? Did you not see that I was smiling as I was saying those words, guys? I don't know what I looked like. I don't actually know what I looked like. Guys, this is a professional award, guys, and I am professional. But let's go through Sung Jin Woo's competition. We had Frieren, we had Kafka, we had Momo, we had Okarun, we had Mao Mao, and of course we had Sung Jin Woo. And look, when we talk about characters, when we talk about character writing, when we talk about best characters, you know, you think of like emotional depth, you think of complexity, relatability, maybe. You think of interesting characters, and there are some fucking fantastic nominations on this one. Far and beyond my goat out of all these nominations, most definitely Mao Mao. I think my vote went to Mao Mao, and goddamn, you know, if Mao Mao didn't win, I would not have been disappointed with a lot of these nominees. You know, I would have, because I think that a lot of these characters are very, very interesting, very, very well written, and bring something very, very cool and unique to the table. I think that the problem with Dandadan is that it's basically split over two main characters. Because yes, unlike something like Frieren, I do think Dandadan has two main characters in Okarun and Momo, and it's almost like the both of them together work so well, right? And I think by splitting them, you are basically going to split the votes for both of them, because it's hard to say which character is better or more interesting, because they both are really, really fucking great, and they both work together so well. The only nomination I think here is a little bit weaker compared to some of the rest is Kafka. I think that Kafka is technically 30 years old, but in his 30s, but definitely did not act like a 30-year-old. If Kafka won this, then yes, I would also have been disappointed. Sung Jin Woo, though, compared to the competition, I cannot even hide my disappointment. I am a professional. But out of the two ones that I announced, right? And I don't know if it was just I don't know if it was just I don't know if it was by pure coincidence, the two winners I announced, but out of the two I announced, this one was the most surprising to me, because I thought the competition for this category was just that strong. Best main character. There was so many fucking amazing main characters this year. It was so strong. And what topped it all was Aura. what topped it all was Aura, man. And I just don't think you can argue that Sung Jin Woo has as much emotional depth or complexity as some of these other characters. He had like one scene, I think, where he cried, and that was it. That was the most emotions we saw that we saw in like 2 seasons. But what he did have was most definitely aura, and that tops everything. Aura crushed the competition like Sung Jin Woo crushed the competition in Solo Leveling. Except this isn't anime anymore. This is real life. But Frieren beat Aura. But Frieren beat Aura. Oh my god, we thought Frieren could beat Aura, but not this time. He's right though, shit. I wish he was. I really, really wish he was in this case. Oh man. What did I look like when I need to check what I looked like. Is there a VOD of this? Anime Awards 2025. Okay. Where am I at? Where am I at? That's Iron Mouse. Okay. Is that me? Okay. Was it the first time?
It's really underrated is probably the anime time skip. I love it when we have a time skip and we see all the characters watch anime every single
Okay, I respect episode.
The drones are up and flying over the Grand Prince Hotel Shin Takanawa.
No, that was okay. No. All right, that wasn't it. Okay. Shit, where is it? I can't find it. I thought that was it. Was that not it? Like 20 minutes? Oh, okay. That early on? Check the Trash Taste subreddit. It's there. Okay. Trash Taste Reddit. What the fuck? Wait, this is best new series. Where's best main character? Is that what I looked like? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is like when your parents tell you to smile, man. Just smile through the pain. Just smile through it. Yo, how? What? I was happy, guys. I was happy. Smile and wave. It's 4616 on YouTube. Okay, thank you.
Best voice artist performance.
Okay, 4616.
Journey's End.
Oh, here we go.
Kafka
Here
Hibino.
we go.
Kaiju number 8. Mao Mao. The Apothecary Diaries. Momo. Dandadan. Okarun. Dandadan. Sung Jinu. Solo Leveling.
And the anime award goes to... Oh...
ready?
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
Oh,
Congratulations to Sung Jinu, and thank you so much, Kiko, for joining.
do you know what was going through my mind? Do you know what was going through my mind? Look, you can see... you can see me going like this. I was like, I remember what was going through my mind then. I was like, yo, chat is losing it right now. Chat is fucking losing it right now.
Leveling.
The anime award goes to... Oh...
ready?
Sung Jin Woo from Solo Leveling.
That pause was just like, all right, I'm reading this out now.
Congratulations to Sung.
Oh, man. Okay. That's it. That's it. Right. So, yes, copium. Yes. Okay. Very, very professional. Professional guys. You had no idea. You had no idea. Poker face. All right. I'm a professional, but like I said, I am just very disappointed at some of the amazing nominees that I think just were a stronger nomination than Sung Jin Woo for this one. Next up, again, this is another one where there are so many of these nominations where I don't even think Makine was the one I voted for. It might have been. I can't remember. I can't remember what I voted for. But this is also another one where most of these nominations, I was like, you know what? I don't mind. Can't complain about this one. A lot of them deserved, man. A lot of these ones deserved. This was another very, very strong category that I don't think had one clear winner that I could predict. And I think that I've really, really enjoyed Makine. It might have been the one, it might not have been the one I enjoyed the most compared to some of this. I don't know what, I think, I can't remember if I voted for Dangers in My Heart or not. What category is this? Best Slice of Life. I can't remember if I voted for Laid Back Camp then. But I still very, very much enjoyed Makine. No complaints here. Well done, Makine. This actually got one of the biggest cheers of the night when this won. I think you could definitely tell the difference between Japanese taste and foreign tastes, because goddamn, during these nominations, I think every one of them got a clap. It was like, yes, we finally got a category that we all vibe with, guys. It's like, it was so weird seeing, like, audibly hearing what a lot of the Japanese audience really value as well. And unsurprisingly, they really, really like Slice of Life. So congratulations, Makine, for winning that one. Best Drama, Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Let's go. All right. I didn't see this one. Okay. Yeah, deserved. No complaints there. Again, some very, very strong competition. You know what? I don't think I would have been disappointed with a single one of these nominations. A single one, because I pretty much like all of them. I pretty much like all of them, man. Oshinoko got robbed? No, there was no robbing in this competition. Pluto should have won drama. There was no robbing in this competition. Pluto, fantastic. Apothecary Diaries, fantastic. I think pretty much every one of these, except for A Sign of Affection, has made it in my top anime lists of the year. This was a giga-stacked category. Obviously, Frieren won, but yeah, I can't even say that. I can't even feel bad for anyone, because any one of these winners could win it. There wasn't one that was more deserving, I think. So congratulations, Frieren, which I think just happened to be the most popular out of all of these. But Frieren is fantasy, bro. How can you say that with the amount of tears, the amount of tears that I have shed over Frieren? I think it deserves to be in the drama category, man. It definitely deserves that. Yeah, can it not be fantasy and drama? All right. Again, super stacked category, and it is the one that I voted for. I do think in this particular season, ReZero deserved to win this, even though I'm still ride or die Mushoku Tensei fan. I do think in this season that ReZero deserved the dub for this one. Season 3 was a banger, and yeah, nothing else to say about that. Honestly, I'm just happy that Isekai got its own category. Very, very happy that Isekai got its own category. I do think that this was... What was this going to come down to? I actually don't know. In terms of like popularity, I think it must be... I think it's ReZero most popular and actually deserved. I think the next most popular would either be Slime or Konosuba, I think. Because I think Slime is very, very popular, at least here in Japan. Maybe internationally, Konosuba would be more popular. Slime is mid as fuck? Nah. I like Slime. Maybe the later season was one of its weaker seasons, but I still really, really enjoy Slime. In the battle between these two, I definitely preferred Konosuba Season 3, though. Shangri-La Frontier, though, definitely one of the underdogs that I think has some great fucking moments in it as well. But I'm happy with this one. Isekai fans, let's just take the dub that we have a category for ourselves, and we are not just fucking thrown in with best fantasy, where we're inevitably going to lose to Demon Slayer anyway, okay? This is a dub for us, all right? Nothing got robbed. In fact, we got the representation that we deserved, and we should all just celebrate that. Let's just celebrate the W's that we get, okay? Oh man, pity category. Because ain't no way an Isekai is going to win another category elsewhere. Right. Best action, Solo Leveling. Unsurprising. And this is one of the only categories for Solo Leveling that I'm not disappointed that Solo Leveling won this category. Solo Leveling has great fucking action. And when we come to stuff like this, right, you can have your preferences, but at the end of the day, am I disappointed that Solo Leveling won? No. Do I think that there might be some stronger contenders? Specifically for Solo Leveling Season 1? Perhaps. But am I disappointed that Solo Leveling won? No. Solo Leveling is an action anime. And as I've already said, I enjoy the action in Solo Leveling. And I think that I much prefer the action in Season 2. Obviously. I much prefer the action in Season 2. There was, I think, one good fight in Solo Leveling Season 1. But I'm not disappointed that Solo Leveling won Best Action. Just kind of makes me terrified of next year, because I think Solo Leveling really starts to stand out in Season 2. And this entire year was meant to be Solo Leveling Season 1 representing. Oh, man. At least it wasn't Demon Slayer. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Best comedy, Mashle. Not disappointed with this one. Not disappointed with this one. My vote would go to either of these two. I think I voted for Konosuba in the end. But, again, pretty strong category in this one. Pretty strong category. Congratulations to Mashle for this one. Oh man, I just fucking realized. God damn. How many awards has Alex Lee got this year? has inadvertently got this year. How many? My boy Alex Lee, man. He's getting a dub in basically every single award. God damn. Best English VA loss? Wait, no. Wait, did he actually? Did he actually lose best English VA? Wait, let me check this. There's no way. There is no way Solo Leveling has won. He won? Okay, okay. Oh my god. Sung Jinwoo, yes. Okay, there we go. Alright, just wanted to double check. Alright, best romance. Blue Box. Not disappointed in this one. My favorite, again, was Dangers in My Heart Season 2. But again, fantastic nominations. You know, at these award shows, it's gotten to the point where unless something is outrageously not deserving of the category, you know, I don't have time. I don't have time for salt or anger anymore. I'm just happy when a good series gets recognition, even if there is other series I think is my personal favorite, you know. Weakest year of romance? Are you fucking weakest year of romance? Are you crazy? My brother, you really think this is a weak year for romance? No, absolutely no way, man. What? This is such a great year for romance. Bro. I remember in like summer alone, I think it was like summer this year, where there were just like so many romance shows. All right, actually, you're right. It was a weak year for romance. Fucking, where's the Rent a Girlfriend? The Rent a Girlfriend didn't. Did Rent a Girlfriend air this year? weak year for romance. No Rent a Girlfriend. Yo, go next. We are waiting. We are waiting for the pool scene. Can any of these shows live up to the pure cinema of the pool scene? All right. No, exactly. And you know, obviously these are all very much traditional romances, but we still had some great like wild cards as well. Like 100 Girlfriends could be argued that would either be romance or comedy, but I think that they're also a wild card as well. You know, unfortunately, people don't respect the harem genre. You know, but I enjoyed 100 Girlfriends. Aoya-san, okay. There's Aoya-san was peak memes. It was peak memes. You know, peak memes, bro. Peak memes. All right, we did it for Little Sister. Next up, best background art. Again, absolutely stacked. I think this is was this all not all like best drama? No, it was almost all best drama. I mean, again, no complaints here. Frieren, congratulations, Frieren. Congratulations to everyone got nominated as well. All the nominees were great for this one. No complaints here. One of them had to win, and all deserved. Next up. Okay. This one got a massive it was like, I think this was the most wholesome category of the entire night, right? Actually, I lied. Because I said that Lisa got the biggest cheer of the night. I actually think the biggest cheer of the night was every single one of these nominations. it was just so nice just to see, like, just to see the industry just patting each other on the back. Every single time one of these nominees got announced, and so on the night, every time one of these nominees got announced on stage, it was just, I don't know if you could hear it on stream. I assume not, because it switched to a different screen on stream. But they got like a fucking big applause every time one of the names got mentioned. And then when Keiichiro Saito got announced, he also got a massive fucking cheer, man. And I just couldn't be happier. He is one talented ass director, one of the most exciting directors as well. I'm just saying, out of all these, Megumi Shitani, I'm waiting. You managed to get on this nomination list with a short film. Bro, imagine if she directs either a film or an anime series, man. Imagine, just imagine she got on this nomination list with one single episode, man. God damn. Is that not a power move? 10% of her power, man. Yeah. God damn. She is a shoo-in for a future winner of this award. It is not a question of if, it is going to be a question of when that she is going to win an award. But again, absolutely fucking stacked category, and every one of these names deserves recognition. And this, I'm fucking happy. Please never get rid of the Best Director Award, Crunchyroll, because honestly, this category and the reaction of this category behind the scenes as well just reminds me why award shows like this exist. You know, it is just the industry giving recognition to each other. And is that not what an award show should be about? It's fucking great. I don't even think any one of these nominees who didn't win was disappointed. Everyone was just happy for the winner. And that's how it should be, man. Oh. No complaints here. Just wholesomeness. Great. Best character design, Dan as well. Again, great. Nothing more to say. Dan, great character designs. It's just stacked category. We are just living on the wholesomeness here. We are just living on the W's here, man. Great. Fucking great. Best character designs. Best animation was surprising. It was very surprising, to say the least. Because 9 out of 10 times when Demon Slayer wins Best Animation, which I believe it is normally a shoo-in to win Best Animation, I'm like, no complaints here. Demon Slayer deserved. It's fucking Demon Slayer, for fuck's sake. This year, I think compared to previous seasons of Demon Slayer, I think that Demon Slayer had one 10 out of 10 episode. And if it was that one episode that was representing the entire season of Demon Slayer, I'd be like, you know what? No complaints here. Absolutely no complaints here. Did that final episode of Demon Slayer absolutely pop off with its animation? Yes. Holy fucking shit. What an amazing 10 out of 10 episode. Were there other nominees compared to Demon Slayer that I think, as a whole, showcased stronger animation across the entire run. I think this year, definitely yes. Like, I think the top 3 for me in this one: Dandadan, Dungeon Meshi, and Frieren. Holy shit, did they have some amazingly consistent animation, man. I think out of all these, you guys are sleeping on, everyone's saying Dandadan, Frieren. You guys are sleeping on Delicious and Dungeon, man. Holy shit, there was some great fucking moments of animation in that. And this was like Trigger at some of their best, man. Like, holy shit. In terms of like consistency, I think you guys are sleeping on just how consistently great Delicious and Dungeon looked. And obviously Dandadan, some amazing, inventive animation in there. Frieren, what more needs to be said about Frieren? Okay. Have donation alerts turned off? Shouldn't have. I don't see any donations. So, let me double check. I'm pretty sure donations alerts has not been off. Are you talking about? Yeah, it is not off. All right. One guy. Okay. Like I was saying, this was fucking surprising, man. When this got announced, I'm like, what? Okay. I mean, it's not the most outrageous one, I think, because, like I said, episode 10, amazing fucking animation. But there were some stronger nominees for this one, in my opinion. And of course, we can't go a Crunchyroll Anime Awards without having some Demon Slayer in there, right? Right. Next up. Wow. This was actually, out of everything, probably the one I was most surprised about. And then I thought about it. And then I was like, maybe this actually makes sense. And I'm going to get to why I think this, now in hindsight, this makes the most sense. But yeah, the director was also surprised. Yeah, I saw on stage where the first thing the director said was like he was surprised. But I'm going to get to why I think. I'm gonna come back to this. Chat, remind me to come back to this, because I think in hindsight this does make sense, but it plays on to what my general thoughts of the award was. What my general thoughts of the award was overall. Okay. So we're gonna go next. I'm gonna skip this one, and I'm gonna come back to this one. Okay. The second award that I announced was, of course, Best New Series, which, of course, was Solo Leveling. And I don't think I was. I don't think when I read this out, I don't even think I was disappointed. I just think I was like, okay, I get it now. This singular award has taught me everything that I need to know. This was the moment where I'm like, I think I know how these awards are going to go now. Nothing after this one, nothing else, nothing surprised me. Nothing surprised me. because out of all of these, I was like, holy shit, what a strong fucking year. I knew coming into this that Solo Leveling was far and beyond going to be the most popular show out of every nomination. That was something that I knew coming into this. I knew coming into this, right? This award was the determining factor of how much do I think popularity is going to play a factor in this year's award specifically. Because unlike previous year's awards, I think that, number one, this year was very, very stacked for nominations, right? It was incredibly stacked for nominations. But number two, I also think that Solo Leveling's competition in terms of like nominations also got decently fucking popular. They also got decently popular, right? Like Frieren became a phenomenon here in Asia. It became an absolute phenomenon here in Asia. People got inspired by Frieren. Dandadan, obviously the hot new Shonen Jump title as well. Apothecary Diaries, bringing in a whole new audience. I think that some of these nominations also got decently popular, right? And it wasn't as obvious that coming into this, was popularity going to skew the results as much as previous years? And this was the award that taught me, yes, it probably will do. Because if Frieren, Dandadan, Apothecary Diaries, and Dungeon Meshi could not even hold a candle to Solo Leveling in this category, I was like, I don't have much hope for the other categories, because I was like, shit, Friren's good, Friren's fucking great, and it's also decently popular, right? So maybe they have a chance of competing. Maybe they do. And after this, I was like, no. Okay. I'm not surprised anymore. I don't even have any, like, no anger. Me? Zero anger. I feel nothing. I feel nothing, guys. It's like you guys expecting me to crash out? No crash out. I feel nothing. I feel nothing anymore. It's how many times can we go through this and still get angry at the same thing? No, not angry. You know what? Congratulations, Solo Leveling. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. I'm gonna give a clap for this one. All right, Frieren who? Overrated. All right, who really like enjoys Frieren? Let's be honest. You know, it's all like feelsy stuff. All right, Dandadan. Mid. All right. Apothecary Diaries. Actually, you know, I just like I'm a misogynist. Actually, you know, that's just it. This has who as the main character? What? Really? You really think it is able to catch up to my goat right here? Right here, guys? So, I'm not angry. I just feel nothing at this point. I feel nothing. It's just going on to the next one. Best continuing series. Wow. No, this was the biggest fucking surprise of the night. This one category I was like jaw open. Absolutely no fucking way. Holy shit. Someone has dethroned the One Piece award. Someone, the best continuing series, this is the One Piece award. Demon Slayer, what are you doing, Demon Slayer? You actually dethroned the One Piece award. No way. With what is, in my opinion, your weakest season. You have dethroned the One Piece award. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that One Piece has won this award for, like, if not every single year, it is most definitely the majority of the years before. And my biggest surprise of the night was the fact that not only did a show actually beat out One Piece in this category, but it was Demon Slayer's weakest season that beat out this category. It's One Piece fans. Now you know how it feels to be a fantasy fan in the previous years, man. Now you know how it feels, One Piece fans. You know how it feels. For out of nowhere, you think you're a shoo-in for one of your shows to be a shoo-in for the winner. Then in comes fucking Demon Slayer with the metal chair. Out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere. Oh my god. Oh man. Yeah, this was a surprise. This came out of fucking nowhere for me. I thought I wasn't even paying attention. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I did not see this award getting announced. I went to the toilet during this award and I was watching the Twitch stream as I was going through the awards because I was like, I really needed a toilet break. So I was like, oh, best continuing series. I don't need to watch this. I know what's won. Me on the fucking pisser watching the awards like midstream being like, no fucking way. What the fuck? Ain't no way. Oh man. Yo, I fucking rushed back midstream. God damn. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? This was very, very surprising. But I guess Demon Slayer continues to have its representation in the awards. So, let's go on to the next one. Oh man. Great as well. Great. Look back. Deserved. My anime of last year. Fucking masterclass. Absolutely deserved. For this one, no complaints. It just got the recognition it deserved. My number one anime of 2024. Everyone, it is Look Back. If you haven't seen this, go give it a watch. Masterclass in storytelling, animation, and just an anime film in general. Which, of course, brings us to Anime of the Year, which I was not surprised about, because, in case you had forgotten, I knew this was going to win. I knew this was going to win, because in case you had forgotten, this is an identical award to the award that I presented. It is the exact same nominations as Best New Series. So, if Solo Leveling did not win this, there was something really... there must have been something really dodgy going on. You know, I would raise more eyebrows if Solo Leveling didn't win this one, because this was an identical award to a previous category, you know? So, of course, Solo Leveling needed to win this one at this point, because I'd already, you know what, I'd already presented this award. Let's be honest. Like I said, no anger. I feel nothing. Feel nothing. Feel nothing for this. I knew this was going to happen. Which kind of brings me to, I guess, my overall opinions of this entire award show. And I guess what perspective we have. And I guess I'll go back to best continuing series for this one. Sorry, best new original anime. Ninja Kamui won this. And initially, I was exceedingly surprised about this one because I was like, okay, obviously, I have my favorites, which is Girls Band Cry. And then I thought about it. And then I was like, of course Girls Band Cry was not going to win this one. This wasn't even legally available for like months. I don't even know. Like, so many people could not fucking watch this even because it just was not available for the longest time. And out of all of these shows, right, the one that started off the strongest with some great animation was Ninja Kamui, right? That was with strongest action animation, I think Ninja Kamui had, you know, I forgot the what was the director of Ninja Kamui? Like he's a fucking goated action director. Oh, what's his name again? Fuck. I'm a big fan, but Park, that's it. Park directed Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. Sung-Hoo Park. Big fan of his work. All right, I'm really, really bad at names. Directed Jujutsu Kaisen season 1. Directed God of High School as well. And God of High School was a show that, say what you want about the story and adaptation, holy shit, did it have some amazing action animation and choreography. Okay, I'm gonna actually Google his name just so I don't fuck this up anymore. Oops. This is me in fucking Japanese names. JJK season 1 director. Sung-Hoo Park. Okay, there we go. Sung-Hoo Park. Yeah, I think Sung-Hoo Park does some amazing action direction and action choreography. And I think Ninja Kamui got a lot of hype in the beginning, right? Oh, fuck, it's right there. It's right. Ninja Kamui got a lot of hype at the beginning for some very, very hype, flashy, great action scenes, right? And I think what I realized after this many years of covering the Anime Awards and seeing what wins, people, and specifically, I think it's the Western audience, right? Because Crunchyroll is very much a representation of the Western audience. Anime has gotten popular enough that not everyone that votes on the Crunchyroll Anime Awards, or, you know, just watches anime in general, not everyone that votes on these awards are just going to watch an entire spectrum of like the entire spectrum of what anime has to offer, right? A lot of the appeal in terms of what gets headlines and what gets spread around, especially just things that break out of the sphere of just, you know, anime fans that watch a lot of anime that come out, is very flashy action anime. That's why Shonen Jump shows are exceptionally popular. That's why I think Solo Leveling did exceedingly well overseas. I'm not sure how popular it got here in Japan, but I know that Solo Leveling did not get as popular in Japan as it did. As like the effect that Solo Leveling had in Japan is not comparable to the effect that Solo Leveling had to an international audience. And I think what the Crunchyroll Anime Awards represents is your general anime watcher. And your general anime watcher is a different kind of community than I think the community that existed 10 years ago. It is kind of grown past the anime community that we recognize, the anime fans that I'm sure are in chat right now, you know? It's grown to just a more general audience. And a show with a little bit more of a niche appeal is never going to hit a general audience as much as something like Solo Leveling. Even, at least in the Western sphere, even something that's got in the anime sphere, for anime fans, that got as popular as something like Frieren, right? Because to me, as an anime fan, I was like, yo, Frieren is the first time I've seen an anime that is not like completely action oriented that actually got decently popular and actually had an effect on so many people that watch anime. And I think what this made me realize is that as popular as Frieren did get for people who are very, very well versed in anime, it still does not compare to a general audience. Because you talk to... How often do you talk to someone who watches anime but doesn't watch every anime, right? I have talked to so many people that have watched Solo Leveling and have watched Jujutsu Kaisen and have watched these action anime and just know no other anime but that genre, you know? Because those are the anime that goes past the little bubble that we have. And Frieren very much represents that anime that is very, 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 very popular for anime for anime watchers, but maybe doesn't go past that bubble in the same way that JJK does, that Solo Leveling does, that Demon Slayer does. And so I just think, instead of being angry, you know, like I said, zero anger, no anger. I just think that this is just a representation of anime watchers today. You know, this is it. This award is just the representation of just the general anime audience. And it is just a different audience. Because you know what? Remember when we were all salty when Yuri on Ice won every single award in the first year of the Anime Awards? Does anyone remember this? I do not think that we would be able to see something like that again. Because I think I look back on that time and that represents a time where one show got exceedingly popular, right? Which was Yuri on Ice that year. But it was a show that got exceedingly popular that wasn't just a flashy action show. And I don't know when the next time is going to happen when a flashy action show doesn't dominate these awards. Because I just think they just have a much wider appeal than other genres of anime. Made in Abyss won Anime of the Year, right? What a year that was. And that was an upset that year. So, I think it paints a picture that if Frieren didn't win this year, I have kind of just lost hope that anything but an action anime is going to win Anime of the Year for any anime awards. That's it. That is my conclusion. That is my conclusion. I would love to be proved wrong. Would love to be proved wrong in the future. And I hope I am. I hope I am. Because I would love for more anime, more genres of anime to get represented as some of the top tier anime. No copium left. But I think, yeah, Solo Leveling is insanely popular, and it's going to take a lot for something else to be able to dethrone a hot, flashy action anime. Like I said, I don't even dislike Solo Leveling. I like Solo Leveling. I enjoy it. I enjoy it for what it is. I don't even have the energy anymore. So I just want to focus my energy on shouting out that at least these shows got nominated. There have been some years where some fantastic fucking shows have aired that weren't action shows that didn't get nominated. I would like to shout out that if there was a W in my mind for this year, it was the fact that we got such a wide range of nominations for Anime of the Year this year, you know? And I'm sincerely hoping that Orb is at least going to be nominated next year for something. I'm hoping that it was a technicality that Orb wasn't nominated. But for now, let's just I am happy that these shows actually got the nomination for Anime of the Year, because I think it's time to accept that anime has just become bigger than the bubble that we grew up in. That is it. That is it. That is my review of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. It's out of our control, guys. It's out of our control. So I had a great time at the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. I know about you guys. I had a great fucking time. I had my wine. Got to see Lisa live. Got to see Creepy Nuts live. Got to see Flo. It was a very, very fun award show. And I had a very, very fun time there. So, yeah. The time for anger is over. I'm happy now. I'm happy. I just want to focus on the shit that I like, and I think that is what I'm gonna try to do going forward. No enemies. Yep, I have no enemies. No enemies. So that was the Crunchyroll Anime Awards this year. My breakdown of all the winners. Twitter is on fire at the moment. Twitter is always on fire. But, yeah. What did you guys think of the awards this year? Do you have a more positive outlook than myself? Well, let me know in the comment section if you're watching this on YouTube. Hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, I also stream on Twitch sometimes. You can find me on twitch.tv/Gigguk. Just hit that follow button if you want to be notified of my next stream. And with that said, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Okay. Well. I don't know. Now crash out. I don't have the energy to crash out, man. I'm almost in my mid-30s, man. Look, it's like someone Someone else can crash out. Someone that hasn't been watching these awards for shit. How long have I been watching these awards? I've been watching these awards for almost 10 years, man. Almost 10 fucking years. There's only so many times I can be like, hey, yo, what the fuck? All right. But we are going to end it there for today. It was a short stream, as I said. It's almost midnight here in Japan. This was always going to be something where I just I just wanted to give my raw thoughts on it. So I will be back. When will I be back? Next week I will be back. I'm either going to be back Tuesday, but I will definitely be back Friday. So I'm going to try and stream Tuesday because I unfortunately got really, really busy and I couldn't finish Expedition 33, but I haven't finished it off stream. But Friday I will definitely be back because I have a sponsored stream of the new multiplayer Elden Ring that is coming out. So I'm actually very, very fucking excited about that stream. so very, very excited about that. So sorry this was a short stream, guys. Let's raid Mouse this time since she was such an amazing host at the Anime Awards. Give Mouse my love for being such an amazing host for the Anime Awards. And yeah, guys, that's it from me. I've been Gigak, and I'll see you guys next time. Arise, motherfucker.